Hey y'all, another episode of Wizard United. We're going to talk about catch rates. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the threat wheel and how it will help you catch. So on the screen, I'm going to post the catch rate wheel and show the percentages per which area it is in. so it makes a little more sense. At noon, on the left side is like the kind of 0 to 1%, like from like 10 o'clock to noon is like 1%. And as you can see from the picture, it goes all the way around. So the easiest time you'll have catching it is if you're from like the noon to the 1 o'clock area. So that's going to make everything easier. And if you notice, there's like a gray hand like kind of blurred out as you level up. You push your hands up as you level up. That's your base catch rate on whatever foundable that you're currently clicking on. So when it's kind of grayed out, that's the base catch rate. And then your two hands counterclockwise are like based on your level. And if you have a potion, it pushes it up even more because it's like a multiplier. On the next infographic, it'll kind of show you some of the confoundables that are in certain ranges, and it gives you their percentages of catch rate, kind of like their base catch rate. So as you're kind of going through, and it might be a little out of date since it's 11 months old, but it's a rough estimate. So if you really want to catch something, you should use a Stimulo potion, because only the first area is somewhat easy to catch. It's between 140% catch rate. So that means if you roll the dice, it's still almost like you have a third. Well, it's not a third. It's let's see, 6, 10, about 2, like 3/5. So you got a 3/5 chance of catching it. Yeah. So as you level up and get closer to 60, you increases your odds. And once you hit 60 and hit a potent potion, you'll have a 100% catch rate. All right. So I'm gonna show you on the next clip. I think it's a McGonagall I'm going to catch. I believe this is a severe. It might be emergency. Sorry, I think it's emergency because it's red. Now, if you notice, the bars at the top, it's like yellow to green. So per my level, I think I'm like 55 range. That's the area on the circle chart. From the bottom, my minimum catch rate to my maximum. Now, the only way to affect this is if I use a potion. It'll push my minimum catch rate and my maximum catch rate up. So in the video clip, you'll see I'll go to a potion storage, and I'll click a potent Extimulo potion. And it's going to push those hands over, which is going to coincide with the bar at the top. And you'll notice where those two hands are is like my catch range. So no matter if I get a great, masterful, or whatever, it's still in that catch range, which is somewhere between like kind of like 98% catch rate and probably like 95ish, 90, somewhere in that vicinity. So no matter kind of what I tossed, I was probably going to catch it because it's such a high catch rate. Now, if you're kind of lower in the threat wheel, and like a lower level, I mean, you could do a masterful, or you can do like a fair. But if you're in between like the 10 to 15% catch rate as like your minimum catch rate and your maximum, I mean, 10 to 15% is not great. So it doesn't matter if you do a fair or a masterful, you still got that low percent chance to catch stuff. You'll notice it more when you're like a lower level, but as you level up and the multiplier hits, you'll have easier time catching stuff. So if you're low level, brew potions. Hope that kind of explains it a little bit in terms of the threat meter and kind of how you catch things. I got links in the description to the Reddit thread that kind of explains it a little more in depth if you want to know about all the calculations and functionality. But some key takeaways that he had in that thread was the color of the threat wheel sections don't really matter. Win rates scale linear. The higher the difficulty of the trace, the more your level bonus matters and the less your trace quality matters. The lower difficulty of the trace, the less your level bonus matters, and the more your quality of trace matters. Extended potions both increase your win chances and lowers the difference between minimum and maximum rates. Extended potions are direct multipliers on your level bonus, so it becomes stronger the higher you are in level. And then once you hit 60 and you use a potent extended potion, you'll always have a perfect, and you always do a perfect masterful cast. If you want 100% catch rate, you'll catch everything. That's what I got for this video. Any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. If you liked it, found it informative or something like that, feel free to like and subscribe. Until the next video, peace.